Hey there, welcome to Binge Mac. I've never really done a video like this before, and to be honest, I probably won't have the time or endurance to do one again. But after binging the entirety of the One Marvelous Scene playlist created by the amazingly awesome Nando V Movies, I had to write a little something about my favorite scene in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because, well, it was a bit of a strange scene to choose, and after I wrote what I liked about it, I thought I might as well share. Now, don't get me wrong, I love a lot of scenes in the MCU, but most of those have already been covered by better channels that aren't using still images because they actually have the time and patience to learn how to use a video capture blah-de-blah thing. So no, I won't be using any of those, even though this scene in Guardians of the Galaxy still makes me unbelievably happy, and this scene in Infinity War makes me cry every time I watch it. But let's forget all those cool scenes because I'm going to be choosing this one. Bucky and Sam trapped in a tiny black car annoyed with each other. I told you it was a weird choice. But let me explain why I might choose this scene above all the other scenes in 22 movies of cinematic awesomeness. First, I don't think there's a single character in the MCU that I dislike, but I only own 2 pop figures that I display proudly in my home, and both of them are Captain America. I love Captain America. I'm not exactly sure what it is about this character that makes me love him so goddamn much, but somehow I know it has to do with this scene with Sam and Bucky, and I'll try my best to explain. In this scene in Captain America Civil War, Steve, Bucky, and Sam are making their way to an airplane hangar where they're expecting to face some opposition. So Steve just parks and gets out to meet with Sharon Carter, who brought them their weapons for the upcoming battle with Tony and company. The scene with Sharon is whatever, but every few seconds they flash to Bucky and Sam in the little Volkswagen. Bucky asks, "Can you move your seat up?" and without hesitation, completely straight-faced, Sam replies, "No." More completely irrelevant romance with Sharon happens. I didn't care about that relationship then, and I definitely don't care about that after the events of Endgame. But Cap tells Sharon to be careful, they kiss, and she leaves. The last part of the scene is Steve looking back with this goofy grin on his face, and his best friends return the smile and nod in the exact same way, and then the scene ends. It's a pretty small interaction between 2 supporting characters who have shown nothing but loathing for each other up to this point. But in that last moment, you can tell that the formerly brainwashed super soldier and the pseudo-therapist Avenger, they have something in common. And that something is that they care about Steve Rogers. I feel like that was the turning point for Sam and Bucky, as it colors the rest of their scenes they have together, as little of them as there unfortunately are, with a sort of begrudging respect for each other. The other person can't be all bad if they care about Steve Rogers, right? The ensuing fight with Spider-Man during the airport battle had them kind of working together. Bucky even jumps in the way to block Sam from Spider-Man's kick. And when Sam uses that flying thing of his, I just looked it up, it's called Red Wing, to take out Spider-Man, Bucky's "you couldn't have done that earlier" and Sam's responding "I hate you" almost seem fond. Now, I'm not saying that they are friends or anything, and hell, I might just be reading way too much into this, but if the plan after Endgame, after old retired Steve gives Sam the shield, is to make a show on the Disney streaming app about the adventures of Sam and Bucky, I think they've set up enough to make for an interesting show without too much story in the movies to bog it down. Frankly, this is my most anticipated TV series to be coming to Disney Plus, or whatever it's going to be called. I think it could be really good. The setup for cool and interesting character arcs for Falcon and Bucky are there. They were former enemies who fought each other in the past, sometimes almost brutally so, but they shared a common friend who grew old without them in another timeline. It's brilliant. I can't wait. And that is why this scene in Captain America Civil War is my one marvelous scene. It shows why Marvel is so brilliant and why it succeeded so well. These are 2 supporting characters that barely interact with each other and we barely get to see, but it's my most anticipated TV show coming soon. Well, that's my video. I want to thank Nando V Movies for coming up with something so thought-provoking and fun. I know my favorite scene was a strange choice, especially considering I admittedly don't like the romance plotline with Cap and Sharon, but this is what my brain kept flashing to when I considered making a video for this one marvelous scene thing. And my brain is weird. Anyway, I did enjoy making this video. If you want to leave a comment or a like, I would really like that. And subscribe to my channel, because maybe, just maybe, I might make more videos. But no promises.